Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today hanging out with me. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at a room to see what it is that's making it look and feel so great. This is from my playlist, What's Great About This Room, where I take a look at a room and just kind of see what it is that's making it work really well. And I also take a look at, if there's anything that could be added to make it even better, and then takeaways. So what we can take away from looking at that room to add that same look and feel to our own spaces. So today's episode, we're going to take a look at this beautiful bedroom, and it's a beautiful calming room. And so I look forward to sharing my insights with you, and then later on sharing some takeaways. So let's get started. The look and feel that I get right away from this room is that it's very calming and very relaxing, and it kind of has this, traditional style and relaxing look to it. And I think what's happening is that they're using this really calming, kind of a sagey green color. And naturally, green, especially when you use it in this sort of tone where it's kind of a not super soft but not super dark, this tone, this color, this version of green is super calming and super cozy and relaxing. So painting all of those walls in that color just creates this nice, really wonderful, calming look to the room. And I like how they're repeating that color in the, the throw blanket and in some of the throw pillows, and maybe even in those lamps. I can't tell. Those lamps look really, really beautiful. I can't tell. I think those are kind of glass, and I'm not sure if they have a color to them, but that green is, kind of repeated throughout the room a little bit to kind of bring it all together. And then I think it's really nice that they're bringing in another color, which is that yellow throw pillow. So, that's always kind of a neat combination when you choose two colors to work with, and these two colors are related. It's analogous, and so they're kind of like neighbors on, say, a color wheel. And they're related because, green has yellow in it. Green has blue and yellow in it. And so, bringing out the yellow, or they could have brought out a blue, and all of that would make sense and feel calming and balanced because you're using related colors. And so I think that's really, really beautiful. The room setup, everything, the bed is centered on that wall and it's very symmetrical. It looks like they probably have the same nightstands on either side, and they certainly have the same lamps on either side. So there's this, when you have things that are symmetrical, everything's kind of centered, it creates a calming look. So that, adds to that calming look. And there's lots of light. It's daytime, but they also have their lamps on. So, there's this beautiful, just calming feel to this room. And I do notice that, right, they have the door open, and, maybe this photo is taken almost like to represent this house, maybe to try to sell the house or rent it out or something, to kind of show you, what's in that room over there. But regardless of that, you can see that there's a bathroom, through that other door. And, it's kind of a tight squeeze there. You open it, looks like you open up the door, it's almost hitting the bed. But, we don't know more information about this room. And I'm wondering, we can't see, there's probably a closet, and then of course there's a door to get into the bedroom. And this may have been the only wall that's wide enough to put the bed on. So, you have to make those decisions. And possibly what I would do is maybe keep that door closed so that even though the bathroom looks really beautiful, but keep the door closed and so that it doesn't feel totally squished in there. But otherwise, I think this room is a really, really, beautiful, calming room. So if there were anything that I would change about this room, it's already really nice as it is, but maybe there's some things that could be added or changed to make it even better. And one thing, I noticed they don't have any artwork. Wouldn't it be nice to have some artwork that's really calming, maybe beautiful landscapes, beautiful watercolor landscapes, something soft and beautiful and calming. And, that would bring in more color. So it would kind of add a little more variation to the room. Maybe that's something this room is missing, a little bit of variation. So, a little bit of variation in color, and even in patterns. So, adding some artwork in there would, add both. And maybe they could make it even softer and more welcoming by adding an area rug underneath the bed that could fit the bed as well as the nightstands. And, that would be a pretty big rug, but, it would be a way to tie in everything a little bit better and also bring in some other colors. You could bring in some of that green and yellow into the rug as well as, creams and whites and everything. And if you couldn't do that, it might be nice to have little area rugs on either side of the bed, just something soft to land on for your feet when you get out of bed, that it's nice and cozy and it's a softer area to land on rather just than on their beautiful wood floor. And the other thing that might help to bring the room together is to add, more softness, with the area rug, but also with maybe some window coverings, whether that would be a valance or even just some draperies that don't open and close, that are just, hanging there, but they just add like a softness to the walls. And that's where you could bring in more pattern, more color, and just another way to add some softness to the room. And I like that they have a mirror there. I mean, that's always really, really nice to have when you're getting dressed and, to kind of see your outfit. But I'm not quite sure, it's fairly low, but I'm not really sure if it's really helping you out a lot. I bet you could kind of see the same thing, the same view in the bathroom. So maybe, some artwork over there would be better. And then also, what about, changing out the finishes a little bit? Everything is this dark wood, and there's dark wood in the bathroom, and that's, when you repeat things, it's helpful because it kind of ties everything together. But also you need some variation. You need something, everything's the same. The lamps are the same, which are really, really beautiful. But what about changing out one of those nightstands where, it's the same size, but maybe it's a different finish, or a different color, like a lighter, cream color or something, just something to kind of add a little bit more variation to that room. And the other thing I thought about is it needs some more, personality. Even the bathroom, if you can see in the bathroom, they have some flowers in there. Well, what about, on the nightstands, bringing in a little vase of flowers or adding a little dish or plate where someone could place their glasses or place their phone, something like that, where there's a little bit more of a personal touch in the room. And so that, it just feels a little bit more homey. And, even bringing a plant in on one of those nightstands or like a larger plant in the corner, something to kind of add even more, a little bit more personality in there. And I don't know if that's the only lighting that they have in that room. it could be they may not have, like a ceiling light or any other lighting in the room. So I don't know, like on the walls where we can't see, maybe there's a possibility to add, a floor lamp or something else to bring in more light. During the day, it looks like it has lots and lots of light, but I'm not sure how bright that room is at night. But maybe bringing in another floor lamp on the other side of the room, something to give a little bit more light. But I think that this room is really, really nice. And those are just, some things that you could think about adding to maybe make it even better. So what are the takeaways that we could use to create a similar look and feel in our own space? Well, one would be to use that beautiful soft tone of green on the walls and in other places in the room. And also bringing in maybe related colors, so yellow and blue, into the bedding or draperies or even on an area rug. And then using draperies and area rugs, soft, nice and cozy furnishings to help to bring in even more relaxing and cozy feelings to the room. And then think about art, bringing in a nice, soft, serene scene of a landscape or flowers, especially in watercolors, would be a nice way to add to the look and feel in that room and also bring in color. And then think about adding personal touches, to your nightstand, adding a little vase of flowers or a plant in the room, or even a dish where someone could place their glasses or their phone, or even leaving books on the bedside table ready for someone to read. All of those would be easy ways to create a similar look and feel in your own space. And if there's anything else that you can think of that could add to a nice, relaxing and calming look to your space, let me know in the comments. Take care. Do you have any suggestions for future videos? Let me know in the comments. And please subscribe so you don't miss out on the most recent decorating tips.